Welcome, Limination. I'm Monique Pressley, and you know what time it is. It's time for the Week with Monique. That one time during the week where I come to you with the one thing in the news or the one or two things in the news that I think out of the whole week of what's going on, you should be paying attention to. And man, am I excited, guys. I am excited to actually have good news that is the Week with Monique's pick. We got a black pope, y'all. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that we have the first black pope? Okay, who am I talking about? If you've been under a rock, then you don't know. And I will tell you that Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost was selected at the conclave of all of the cardinals of the Roman Catholic Church around the world. He was elected to be the new pope after the loss of Pope Francis, and he has taken the name Pope Leo the 14th. That will be his new name, his pope name. And why am I saying that he's the first black pope? Is he the first black pope? I don't know. You decide. He is the first Augustinian pope. That's important. That's important, following in the tradition and legacy of St. Augustine. And he is the second Roman pontiff after Pope Francis, who is from the Americas. But he is the very first to be from the United States of America. He is a Chicago native by way of parents in New Orleans, Louisiana. He was born to a father of French and Italian descent, Louise Marius Prevost, and a mother of Creole and Spanish descent, Mildred Baquier Martinez. Y'all get where I'm going with this? He's got two brothers in the States, and I hope that they have security at this point because people are so mad now that they found out who our Pope is. Yes, he is of Creole descent, guys. And you know, here in the States, we follow that one drop rule. So I don't know any Black Catholic, especially, who's not claiming former Cardinal Prevost, now Pope Leo XIV, as their very own. He has a rich history, very well educated, seminary, PhD, legal, you name it. He is very well educated. He traveled up through the ranks in the Roman Catholic Church and church system, and he was given significant responsibility by his predecessor, Pope Francis, and the importance of him choosing the name Pope Leo. I don't know if you guys know this about the Catholic Church, but when the new Pope picks their name, when they leave their cardinal responsibilities and their given name, their birth name, and choose a name in the Pope lineage, the name that they choose says a lot about their thought process, their ideology, their intention. They're setting an intention, the road that they're going to follow as Pope. It means one thing if they choose John Paul. It means another thing if they choose Francis. It means another thing if they choose Benedict. And it means yet another thing if they choose Leo. I want to talk to you about the OG Pope Leo so that you can have an understanding. Pope Leo XIII, the OG Pope Leo, was known as the Roman Catholic social justice Pope. Social justice, is that something we need now more than ever? Absolutely. He was well known for his intellectualism. He was known for his attempts to define the position of the Catholic Church with regard to modern thinking. He had a very famous encyclical, that's a famous writing in the Catholic Church. It was Rerum Novarum, where he outlined the rights of workers to a fair wage, safe working condition, and was in favor and support of the formation of trade unions, while affirming the rights to property and free enterprise. He went in great detail on why there were all the good right reasons for that to happen. If you look up the Vatican, you can go and read the entire thing if you're interested and want to know more. And he became popularly known as the social pope and the Pope of the workers, also having created the foundations for modern thinking and the social doctrines of the Catholic Church. So here comes our new Pope Leo, choosing to follow in the tradition of the social justice Pope. And let me tell you, he didn't just oops and uh-oh and decide to do that yesterday. That's the way that he has been conducting himself as a cardinal. That's the way that he conducted himself as a member of the Augustinian order. And if you look, even when he places his bio places, like maybe on Twitter, if it's still up, I don't know if it's still up. It's hilarious to me if people haven't checked it out yet. Go check out Cardinal Robert Prevost's Twitter feed. But anyway, the first thing that he says is that he is an Augustino. He is an Augustinian because of the importance of that in the church. And I want to just pop up a little bit, if I can, for you, of some of the interesting things that he said previously before he became the Pope. He had some interesting things to say by way of repost about our Vice President, J.D. Vance, and how he was incorrect and was reposting something from americamagazine.org saying that Pope Francis' letter, J.D. Vance's Ordo Amoris, and what the gospel asks of all of us on immigration. You know, Pope Francis was a staunch critic of Vance's stand, and apparently this new Pope is as well. He also reposted from ncronline.org an article that was explaining how J.D. Vance is wrong. Jesus doesn't ask us to rank our love for others. That was one of his recent reposts. These two were back in February. His very last repost, very last one, was 6:47 p.m., April 14th, just a few weeks ago, 2025. He reposts Rocco Palmo's post that says, as Trump and Bukele use oval 2 emoji face for laughing, feds elicit deportation of a U.S. resident, once an undocked Salvadorian himself. Now, D.C. Oxen Avilio asks, do you not see the suffering? Is your conscience not disturbed? How can you stay quiet? That's the new Pope, y'all. And I just want to share one more, because if you look back about 5 years to a week that was critical and a turning point in this country for social justice, for civil rights, the week of the death of George Floyd. He was murdered on May 25th, 2020. And on May the 30th, the Pope, in his own words, said this, responding to someone else's tweet. Thank you. We need to hear more from leaders in the church to reject racism and seek justice. That's the Cardinal in his own words. That's what he has to say about what it means to be in the church, to be a leader, and obviously standing against the statements by our current executive branch, President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance. So I believe that this is good news. There are those who have said the only way we would ever end up with an American Pope would be if American leadership was on the decline, if politically America was not strong, because the Roman Catholic Church would not pick an American to lead it, while we also had America leading the political landscape and leading the economic landscape. So they look at this as if it is confirmation of the decline of American preeminence around the world, because the Catholic Church was confident enough that they could pick the opposite of our current leadership and choose that opposite in order to lead the Roman Catholic Church. Again, the leader of the Roman Catholic Church is the Bishop of Rome, but is also the head of the Roman Catholic Church around the world, millions of people around the world, and is also a geopolitical leader and a force. What is said by the Pope matters, and I am looking forward to what this Pope is going to have to say. I want to explain a little bit, my second to the last thing, of what it means to be an Augustinian. St. Augustine refers to two distinct but significant figures. St. Augustine of Hippo, a renowned theologian and Bishop of Hippo, and St. Augustine of Canterbury, a key figure in the spread of Christianity. St. Augustine of Hippo, the one for whom the order was formed, was a highly influential Christian thinker who shaped Christian doctrine and practice. Born in Tagaste, North Africa, in 354 AD, he became a prominent theologian, writer, and preacher, significantly impacting Christian thought and shaping the medieval world. He was a prolific writer. He penned numerous sermons, letters, and treatises, and was a defender of Catholic doctrines. He also influenced the practice of biblical exegesis. He was one of the most influential Christian thinkers. After St. Paul, his work is still studied and valued. But it matters to me, and I couldn't finish the day without sharing why all of this matters in a personal manner to me. I was raised Roman Catholic. My parents are still devout Roman Catholics. We come from huge, big Catholic family out of Louisiana. And my godfather, Father John Nathan LeBove, was a Roman Catholic priest. He's no longer with us, but if I had to think of, other than my parents, someone who walked the earth, who played a critical role in who I am today, there would be none that I would mention over Father John LeBove. He was a Roman Catholic priest in Mississippi. He was instrumental in the civil rights area. He worked with activists in Hattiesburg and Mount Bayou to promote voter registration among the communities. He had traveled the world. He was fluent in multiple languages. He was a gift in my life and an influence at just pivotal times from birth all the way until he transitioned. He was such an important person, and I have so many memories of great conversations, of graduations, of my Holy Communion, him being there, of my confirmation, of my graduation from college and him taking the time to come. I remember the talks that we had and all of the things that he explained to me that shaped the way that I see the world. And I just can't imagine, for all of the history that he made as a Black Catholic priest who was preeminent around the world in the SVD order, and as an Augustinian, because in fact, the same minor seminary that the new Pope Leo attended, St. Augustine Seminary in Bay St. Louis, Missouri, was where my godfather attended several years prior, but the same place. So I feel like I've got a handle on this new Pope, and it's a good one. So it delights me to be able to devote and dedicate this particular week with Monique to my godfather, Father John LeBove. That's all I have for today. Thanks for joining. I look forward to coming to you again next week, 2 p.m. Eastern, with The Week with Monique. Please subscribe to my channel, the Monique Pressley channel, where we do Make It Make Sense with Monique Pressley, Monday through Friday, noon Eastern. And of course, keep coming right back here to the Don Lemon channel, Don Lemon Nation. We love you, Don. We're praying for you and lifting you up in the loss of your sister. And we look forward to you being back with us soon. You guys, till next week, stay safe out there.
Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. So make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to our channel to make sure that you never ever miss a video. We're live every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We drop even more content at 2 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you want more Don Lemon Show content, we'd love for you to become a member of the Lemon community, where you will receive access to special community posts. You'll get exclusive content and members-only live shows. So head over to our channel page or click the join button on this video. Again, Thank you for watching. We appreciate your love and your support, and we will see you next time.